I would like to demonstrate how to do the pattern for our Charlotte headband from Rowan using the lovely cocoon. I've never used it before and I really, really like it. It's very easy. I know people look at it and think, ooh, cable, but it's not. It's actually lace. This shifting of stitches is done with placement of a yarn over and a corresponding decrease that moves the stitches, and you get this cable look. But without any of the fuss of doing a cable. And the pattern is quite straightforward, not very many stitches. I'm ready to start row 1, so I'll do that. It's purl 4, Y-O-N, yarn over needle. That just means yarn over. Knit 4, slip 1, knit 1, pass, slip, stitch over. This is your decrease, these 3 things. You slip 1, you knit 1, and then you pass the slipped stitch over this knit stitch, and that decreases. Knit 4, purl 4. So we'll get started. I always feel it's a little awkward to start with a purl, but it's certainly possible. You just want to make sure you have your yarn in front before you insert your needle, and then go ahead and purl. Okay, that's 4 stitches. Now, yarn over, knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's time for the decrease. Slip 1, and I'm slipping it knitwise. Knit 1, pass the slipped stitch over. This is like binding off. You grab that stitch that's to the right of the last one on the needle, and pull it up and over and off. And now you've decreased a stitch. And now it is knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and purl 4, and then you should be out of stitches. Whoops, I'm running out of yarn. 2, 3, 4. Great. And now I will turn my work, and in this pattern it is purl 18, which is purl all of the stitches. So I'm going to purl back. And then I'll show you row number 2, and that for row number 2 I'll use my right hand, so you can see what that looks like. Things do look different depending on which hand the yarn is in, and I know it's if you do it one way, it's easier to see a demonstration where it's done that same way. Almost there. All right. Okay. So here we are back to the front side again. And now this is row 3, purl 4, knit 1. Oh yeah, I said I was going to have the yarn in my right hand. Oh, I have to keep my promises. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, knit 1, and I see here it says yarn forward. That's the same thing as yarn over. You've done a knit stitch, so the yarn is behind the needle. Bring it between the needles and over, and then the next thing is knit 4. 1, there's the yarn over completed when you make that knit stitch. 2, 3, 4, and now we're back to that same decrease, which is slip 1 knitwise, knit 1, and pass the slip stitch over, just like binding off. And now it says knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and purl 4. Good. We're in good shape here. 2, 3, 4. And you can see if I maybe put it down on the table and pull it out a little bit what's happening here. We've got a yarn over and another yarn over, a decrease and another decrease. It's easier to see down here where I've completed it, you can see how the yarn overs are moving one to the left each time, and the decreases are moving one to the left each time until you get right up against your garter stitch border and they can't go any farther.